Good afternoon, softball fans, and thank you for tuning in to today's broadcast between the Lakeview Lakers and the Ortonville Trojans. The Trojans come into today's game with a record of 0-3, and the Lakers with a record of 2-3. Our first pitch is scheduled for 4:30 p.m. The Ortonville Trojans are taking the infield right now. We have a beautiful day for softball here at the Lakeview Athletic Complex. Temperature right now is sitting at 70 degrees with a west wind of 13 miles an hour. So a little gusty wind, but outside of that, it is a wonderful day. High blue sky. And not much else to say about the weather because it is fabulous. Grass is turning green. So right now, Ortonville is taking their infield. And then the Lakers will take theirs. So again, thank you for tuning in to today's Camden Conference game between the Ortonville Trojans and the Lakeview Lakers. We're just going to have one game for you today, just one varsity game, and that will be all. So we're going to take a little break. We'll be back with starting lineups and talking about upcoming streams.
We're just country boys and girls getting down on the farm. You can have a lot of fun in a New York minute, but there's some things you can't do inside those city limits. Ain't no closing time, ain't no cover charge, just country boys and girls getting down on the farm.
Steady, reliable, strong. The same things you want from your sports team, you want from your insurance company. Well, we're here to tell you that we've got your back to protect what matters most. So support your mutual with pride, and we'll serve you with honor. North Star Mutual Insurance Company, a personable company, keeping you on course. Proud supporter of Lakeview Athletics.
The Schaefer's 5 generations of towing began in 1920 in Renville, a small town in western Minnesota. It all started with one tow truck and a phone number that was only 3 digits long. Today, the Schaefers provide towing and roadside services across the nation and have over 100 pieces of equipment. Everyone asks me where the Pulver name comes from. My great-grandpa purchased Pulver Towing in the 1980s and chose to keep the name. The Schaefers and Pulver Towing have provided services for over 100 years, and we will continue to be there when you need them most. Pulver Towing. Big or small, we tow them all.
Did you know the Lakeview Booster Club supports the communities of Cottonwood and Wood Lake in addition to supporting the Lakeview School District? The mission of the Booster Club is to be a supporting organization for all Lakeview extracurricular, co-curricular, and Lakeview-affiliated enrichment programs. The Lakeview Booster Club is proud to be the main supporter of all Lakeview athletic, fine arts, and school activity live streams. Please consider supporting the Lakeview Booster Club by scanning our QR code on the screen or visiting lakeviewboosterclub.com.
First independent bank, big enough to know business, small enough to know you.
Somebody call 911.
And welcome back to the Lakeview Athletic Complex. The Ortonville Trojans have completed their infield. And now let's take a look at the starting lineups for both teams, beginning with the Trojans. They're going to lead off with their shortstop, number 3, Elena Nelson. Batting second, the second baseman, number 2, Addie Hartman. Batting third, the first baseman, number 20, Bailey Merritt. There's Mike Roush just joining the stream.
I'm with you, Phil. I'm listening.
Welcome aboard. Batting fourth is the catcher, number 12, Claire Kellen. Batting fifth, the left fielder, number 18, Riley Berge. Batting sixth, and third base, number 15, Alexa Larson. Batting seventh, the right fielder, number 11, Callie Longnecker. Batting 8th, the pitcher number 7, Aubrey Zuref. And batting 9th in center field, number 5, Emma Eastman. That's the starting lineup for the Trojans and their head coach, Amanda Kells. For the Lakers, they're going to go like this. The shortstop leading off, number 5, Kira Hins. Batting 2nd in center field, number 12, McKenna Anderson. Batting 3rd at third baseman, number 9, Mackenzie Herrick. Batting 4th in left field, number 10, Aubrey Rausch. Batting 5th, the designated player, number 4, Emma Bruceman. Batting 6th, the pitcher, number 2, Avery Hins. Batting 7th, the catcher, number 13, Addison Hins. Batting 8th, at second base, number 14, Tegan Feeney. Batting 9th, the right fielder, number 6, Taylon Meyer. And today's flex player at first base, number 11, Kaya Gavareski. And that's the starting lineup for the Lakers and their head coach, Linnea Stibbe. Well, Mike, we got a beautiful day for softball.
Sounds like a winning lineup for the Lakers coming up here.
That's what we would like to see. They just picked up 2 wins against the Renville County West Jaguars in a doubleheader here last week.
Yeah, they look good. They had a couple tough losses to start the season, really close games, 1-2 run affairs, and then they played really well last week against RCW and scored a bunch of runs in that second game. So hopefully they can continue that trend and score a bunch here today too.
Yeah, they're looking to get that 3rd win in the season. Ortonville comes in the season with a record of 0-3. They just played a doubleheader against KMS and were swept there. And so they're looking to get their first win of the season.
Long drive to come over from the Ortonville area, that's for sure. I'm glad they're here and we didn't have to drive all the way over there.
It's a hop, skip, and a jump away for sure, and then some. All right, well, there's our starting lineups. The Lakers are taking their infield right now. We're going to step away with another commercial break, and we'll be back with the introduction, starting national anthems, and we'll play ball.
Farmers typically only get one chance to plant their crop that they rely on for the year. At DJ's Planter Sales and Service LLC, we provide agricultural technologies and a top-notch service-first mentality, creating a more efficient and effective pass across the field. DJ's Planter Sales and Service is located 2 miles east of Cottonwood. Call Dale at 507-829-1220 or email us at djsplantersales@gmail.com.
Cottonwood Body Shop, owned by Taylor Benson, is your go-to place for all of your repair needs. From auto body repair to automotive refinishing, along with watercraft repair and gel coat and fiberglass repair, Taylor also paints, repairs, and welds aluminum and repairs plastic. Taylor's hidden talent is glass installation and windshield repair. For all of your repair needs, call Taylor Benson at 507-423-5431.
Borges Sporting Goods is your source for all your sporting gear needs. From Little League to college athletics, we have you covered, including all intramural and collegiate sports, as well as hunting and fishing gear for the outdoor enthusiasts. We also offer personalized in-store embroidery and silkscreen services at competitive prices. Stop by Borges and visit our store to see a wide variety of sporting goods we have to offer. For sporting, hunting, and fishing gear at the highest quality for reasonable prices, call or stop by Borges Sporting Goods on East College Drive in Marshall.
Sporting Goods.
But what if we harness the power of collaboration? Imagine what we could achieve. Here at Farmward, we don't have to imagine. We're already doing it every single day. We are a family supporting families, cultivating strong communities, so that through the power of collaboration, anything is possible. Together, we are Farmward Cooperative, advancing farming for generations.
Infinity Ag, located in Hanley Falls, Minnesota, is your trusted source of Pioneer seed. Infinity Ag serves area farmers with Pioneer seed sales and treatment, chemical sales, as well as drone services. Our focus is helping farmers boost productivity, profitability, and sustainability. We deliver great Pioneer products straight to your field. Infinity Ag proudly supports Lakeview athletics and activities.
Go Lakers!
Frank, you got a copy?
Welcome back to the Lakeview Athletic Complex. The coaches, the captains, and the umpires are meeting out at home plate right now, going over some of the ground rules. They will finish up there, and then sounds like we're going to have a national anthem. Is that correct?
Correct, and then anthem, and then we'll announce both teams, and then we'll play ball.
A lot of captains out there. Ortonville's got 5 of them out there, and the Lakers have got 3 of them out there.
Might as well just send the whole team at that point.
Pretty close.
Yeah.
And today we've got Scott Beekman behind the plate and Steve Verkindren on the bases. Both seasoned officials in all 3 sports, I believe.
Yeah, they're been fixtures in the umpire world for a long time.
Yeah, for sure. I don't know. Beekman does. I don't know if Verkindren does football or not, but
I don't think he's on their crew. I know we've had him before. I don't remember saying his name with Beekman's crew.
I know those two ref a lot of basketball games together as well, so they know what they're doing. So we got a good set of officials for today's game, that's for sure. What do we got for a game time temperature here?
Right now we're at 70 degrees.
Nice. Looks like they're finishing up out there, so we'll turn it over to Phil to do the starting lineups and play a national anthem.
Good afternoon, softball fans, and welcome to the Lakeview Athletic Complex for today's Camden Conference softball game between the Ortonville Trojans and your Lakeview Lakers. Let's meet today's teams, beginning with the non-starters for the Trojans. Number 9, Matilde Gaide. Number 17, Brianna Nelson. And now the starting lineup for the Trojans, leading off the shortstop, number 3, Elena Nelson. Batting second, the second baseman, number 2, Addie Hartman. Batting third, the first baseman, number 20, Bailey Merritt. Batting fourth, the catcher, number 12, Claire Kellen. Batting fifth in left field, number 18, Riley Berge. Batting sixth, the third baseman, number 15, Alexa Larson. Batting seventh in right field, number 11, Callie Longnecker. Batting eighth, the pitcher, number 7, Aubrey Zurif. Batting ninth, the center fielder, number 5, Emma Eastman. Went away for a second here. Head coach of the Trojans is Amanda Kells. Assistant coach, Kaylee Biergen. And now let's meet your Lakers, beginning with the non-starters. Number 1, Morgan Velde. Number 7, Addison Bowe. Number 8, Taylor Hins. Number 15, Gage Kelleher. Number 16, Kendra Velde. And number 20, Tegan Complin. And now the starting line for the Lakers, leading off at shortstop, number 5, Kiera Hins. Batting second in center field, number 12, McKenna Anderson. Batting third, the third baseman, number 9, Kenzie Herrick. Batting fourth, the left fielder, number 10, Aubrey Rausch. Batting fifth, the designated player, number 4, Emma Brucefin. Batting sixth, the pitcher, number 2, Avery Hins. Batting seventh, the catcher, number 13, Addison Hins. Batting eighth at second base, number 14, Tegan Feeney. Batting ninth in right field, number 6, Taylon Meyer. And today's flex player at first base, number 11, Kaya Gabareski. Head coach of the Lakers is Linnea Stibbe. Assistant coaches, Cassie Evans, Jamie Anderson, and Heather Velde. Ladies and gentlemen, this time we ask you to please stand a fable, remove your hats, and face the flag towards the football field as we honor the United States of America with the playing of our national anthem.
All right, here we go.
Behind the plate, Scott Beekman, and in the field, Steve McKendry.
Lakers will get their warm-ups here for the start of the first inning. That was a mouthful for you, Lallam, on the starting lineups for the Ortonville.
Well, the one was a foreign exchange student to start off with from Italy, so that didn't help me out any. So
at least it could have been a Spanish name, huh?
Right, would have been helped me a little bit there. Yeah. So did you notice on your screen I added a little something there for you, Mike?
I've got who's pitching and who's hitting.
You got the batting lineup now, so you know which number it is.
Nice.
You don't have to ask me, like, is this the number 1 batter, 2 batter? Who is it? You've got it right there.
Boy, you take all the hints from every previous game, don't you?
I make mental notes.
There you go.
How can I make life better for Mike Roush?
Now that sounded a little sarcastic.
No, I appreciate you. I got to take care of you. So running our camera today, we have Lacey Truey. She does a fabulous job up here.
And we got the twins in the battery today. So Avery and Addison Hins. Pitching is Avery and Addison is catching. So we're getting ready to start here.
And the shortstop, number 3, Elena Nelson.
First pitch is in there. A little high. Oh, no, it was a strike. I didn't hear him.
They got going fast on me there, Mike.
A little up for a ball.
I should know that Beekman and Verkindren like to get things rolling.
Yeah, there's no dilly-dallying with those two. It's going to be hustle in, hustle out, and a little high in that zone. 2-1 to the leadoff hitter from Ortonville.
Crowd mic was a little loud there, Mike. I turned it down. Don't know if you heard that popping. That was really popping loud.
There's a swing and a miss for strike 2. Evens it up at 2-2.
Oh, geez, I didn't even put struggling here, Mike. Didn't even put the scoreboard on there for people back home. They're like, what's the count? Good thing you're telling them.
Ooh, right down the middle for strike 3. Good start for Avery Hins.
Now batting second baseman number 2, Addie Hartman.
So 1 down here in the top half of the first. There's a rope back up the middle for a base hit. Fielded cleanly by McKenna Anderson. Gets it in quickly to hold the runner to a single.
Now batting first baseman number 20, Bailey Merritt.
Good piece of hitting there by the number 2 hitter for Ortonville. Got it right back up the middle for a base hit. Let's see if the Lakers can turn a double play here. There's a ground ball. Second base. Going to have one play. Ooh, maybe not even one play. Oop. Nope. Teagan bobbled it a little bit, and the runner was able to get there. So error on Teagan, and first and second now for Ortonville.
Now batting the catcher, number 12, Claire Kellen.
All that gear's got to come off for the catcher, and then she's got to put it all back on again.
I know, the joys of being a catcher.
Amen. There's the first pitch strike. We'll see if Avery can work out of this with runners on first and second and 1 out. There's a pitch. Swing and a miss. Quickly ahead 0-2 to the number 4 hitter, Claire Kellen, I might add. Now that I can see that on my screen. Just gets a piece of it. Stays alive.
You got all that information in front of you now.
I think I've got myself to the point where I don't have to lean over and look at the scoreboard anymore, so it's all good. So 0-2 here, way upstairs. That's going to allow the runners to advance. Ooh, rough slide. And they're safe, though. So 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Ball just kind of stuck onto Avery's hand there and sailed high.
Yeah, Addison didn't have a chance to catch that one. There's a fly ball to left field, hit deep. It's going to get over Aubrey's head all the way to the fence. They're going to score 2 out of this. Nice piece of hitting. Down 2 strikes there.
Now batting left fielder, number 18, Riley Berge.
So Ortonville jumps out ahead in the top of the first, 2-0. Threatening to score some more. There's 1 out. With the number 5 hitter coming up here, I believe.
Yep.
Pitch and a strike. Start her out.
Now you're going to notice every time I push the wrong button when that doesn't show up.
Yeah, I looked down there and it was just orange, and I'm like, okay, we'll wait for the name to pop. There's a ground ball to short. Kiera keeps her at second. Gets the out at first, throws it across the diamond. Mackenzie can't handle it. She'll keep her at third base, so good play by Kiera Hins to get the out.
Now batting third baseman number 15, Alexa Larson.
So that's out number 2. See if the Lakers can hold them to 2 here. That's the number 6 hitter here. First pitch is in there for a strike. Avery's starting it out well. She's throwing a lot of strikes. They hit a couple hard balls to get a couple runs, but the name of the game is throwing strikes, so we'll see if she can continue that trend. Here's the windup. Ooh, swings right through it for strike 2. Little up in the zone. Hard to lay off those. Quickly ahead 0-2. Be nice to get a strikeout here. End that top of the first and see if the Lakers can score some runs. There's a pitch. Change up. That's going to be a base hit. It's going to score a run out of it. McKenna fields it cleanly and gets it in.
Now batting the right field at number 11, Callie Longnecker.
Well, Ortonville does not look like an 0-3 team right now, the way they're swinging the bats. Ooh, and in comes a baseball from the adjoining field.
Oh, yeah, and with the west wind, too, that's going to be something to be concerned about. Those fly balls are going to tend to drift this way.
All right, here's the pitch. Up in the zone for a ball. Avery's got good velocity behind that. I think if on that last batter, if she would have kept that fastball in there, she might have been able to get her. There's a swing and a miss. Got a piece of it, so it's a foul ball. Runner will have to go back. Oh, is it 0-2 or 1-1?
I have 1-1. The first pitch was called the ball. I'm almost positive.
Here's the pitch. That's up in the zone. 2-1, I believe. Here comes the pitch. Ooh, swings, helps her out there. That was way up in the zone.
Yeah, that one missed a little bit outside and high. And
it was all over the place, right?
Yeah,
but a swing will count it as a strike, so 2-2. Just a little high, so that'll make it a full count here. Runner at first should be off with the pitch. See if they're paying attention to how many outs there are and what the count is. Here comes the pitch. Foul ball, swung late, got a piece of it down the first base line. So it'll stay 3-2.
First base coach was telling Alexa to get going, so they're well aware.
Third base coach is filling her in too. Here's the pitch. Nope, down low for ball 4.
Now batting the pitcher, number 7, Aubrey Zurif.
So Ortonville still hanging around here. They got 3 runs here in the top of the first with 2 outs. Got the number 7 hitter up here. Number 8 hitter, sorry. There's a strike.
Yeah, sometimes it's a little delay when it updates.
Aubrey Zuroff. Oop, in the dirt. Nice block by Addison. Does pick it up. Throws it into left field, though. Aubrey Rausch does a nice job of getting it back in to hold her at third base.
Yep, so just going to be a kind of a wild pitch on that one. And no errors.
So 1-1 here. Base hit's going to score 2 more, so the Lakers need to get out of this here. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Now there's a case of Avery should go to school. She was way behind that, so she's having a hard time catching up to it, so I'd throw that pitch again. That's down low. It's a good spot for it, though. 2-2. A lot of pitches here in the first inning. How many you got over there?
28.
And here comes a 2-2 pitch. Gets a piece of it to Mackenzie Herrick. Throws it across the diamond for out number 3. Nice play by Mackenzie.
For the Trojans in the top of the first inning, they score 3 runs on 3 hits, 1 error, and leave 2 runners on base. Do it for the Lakers, Kiera Hins, McKenna Anderson, and Kenzie Herrick.
So after a half inning, it is 3 for the Ortonville team, or the Ortonville group, and Lakers are coming to bat. We'll take a quick break and be right back.
First Independent Bank, big enough to know business, small enough to know you.
All right, we're back. Ortonville's finishing up their warm-ups here to start the bottom of the first. Lakers will be sending Kiera Hins up to the plate to lead off. Boy, you couldn't ask for a much nicer day than this.
This is fabulous. You know, yesterday was like, I would say a top 10 day for summer, or for spring.
Yeah.
Felt like summer.
Followed it up here nicely.
And then we got, sounds like we got a little bit of rain coming later on.
I saw that. Yeah, we could use the water, though, that's for sure.
Yeah, Thursday's going to be questionable on how our stream's going to work out there.
We're scheduled for Thursday, though?
We're scheduled for Thursday, and we're supposed to have an east wind, so the east wind blows into the press box here. So
might be a little chilly then.
Yeah.
That was a bunch of warm-up pitches. Nice throw by the catcher. Got a pretty good arm behind the plate. We'll see if the Lakers try to run on that.
Leading out for the Lakers in the bottom of the first inning, the shortstop, number 5, Kiera Hins.
See if Kiera can get things started here for the Lakers. First pitch, outside for a ball.
You know, best way to bounce back after giving up 3 in the top of the first is to score 3 of your own.
At a minimum, yeah. There's a ball up high.
You know, but you can't do it all at once, so just got to go, you know, one batter at a time and just do your job, get on base, and just keep things rolling.
Yep. Keep moving around those base pads. Swing and a miss. Kiera swung right through that one. She was a little late. It almost looked a little indecisive there whether to swing or not. So 2-1 here to the leadoff hitter. Swings right through that one too. Evens it up at 2-2.
Yeah, gosh, she could just make contact with that. She's on base.
Yep. All Kiera's got to do is get it on the ground, and there's a high likelihood she'll be on first base. That's outside. That'll take it to a full count. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Looking in. Here comes the payoff pitch. That's low. Free pass to Kiera Hins.
Now batting center fielder number 12, McKenna Anderson.
So good wheels on first base. We'll see if they try to bunt her over or if they straight steal here. Catcher did have a good arm, so some things to take into consideration. Here comes the first pitch. Ooh, nice bunt right down the third base line. That's going to stay fair. That's a base hit and nobody at third base, so Kiera will take advantage. And as they're looking like who's supposed to cover third, McKenna takes second base. Good base running by both runners.
Now batting third baseman number 9, Kenzie Herrick. Yeah, that was alert base running by both.
Both, yeah. You could hear Coach Stibbe yelling, "Oh, get over here, Kiera, get over here." So she was giving her the okay to keep coming, but that's a great job of running by McKenna to get the second, too. All right, here comes the first pitch to McKenzie. That's outside for a ball. So 1-0. That was a great bunt by McKenna, too. It just stayed right on the line to get a base hit out of it. There's a strike. Evens it up at 1-1. You can see Kiera's just chomping at the bit to take off running, too. Here's the delivery. It's up in the zone. That'll be a ball. 2-1.
You know, Lakers are doing what they needed to do after giving up those 3. Just bounce back here, and they're threatening already.
Yep, got nobody out. Second and third, you got to get these 2 runs in for sure. That's up 2. Oh, I'm not sure what she's doing there. She's asking for trouble. Good thing she dropped it because that was pretty close. That takes it to 3-1, I believe.
Yes, sir.
That would drive me nuts there, but ball 4. So Kenzie will get a free pass, and that'll bring up.
Now batting the left fielder, number 10, Aubrey Roush.
So Aubrey comes up with bases full. See if she can come through with a base hit and score some runs here. Nobody out. No place to put her. Lays off that first one. It was upstairs.
Go
ahead.
I was going to say, I get what Kira's trying to do. She's trying to draw an easy run, but at this point, with no outs, you don't need to.
No. That's why we're up here and not in that coach's box.
Yeah.
Aubrey pops it straight up. That's going to be tough in that sun. Ooh. It's fair ball. They're going to score 2 off of that.
So that's, oh boy, this is a lot going on here.
So there we go. They get 2 runs out of that.
Now batting, designated player number 4, Emma Bruceman.
The timing there was a little bit tough because Aubrey ran right by her as she was trying to catch it, and I don't know if it hit her.
Interesting, too, they almost could have called infield fly rule on that one, too, but it was kind of in foul territory, so I don't think they didn't know if it was going to come in.
Well, you can yell infield fly rule if fair, so that's what they should have probably done there. It'll be, you know what, I'd be interested to talk to those 2 after the game and see if they say, yep, we probably should have done that or not. All right, so we got first and third here with nobody out. 2 runs across for the Lakers. Show and bunt, pulls back. Aubrey Roush takes off. Darn near got Mackenzie Herrick at third base. Was that a ball or a strike?
I don't know. Sorry.
I'm going to guess that. I think it was pretty close. I'm going to guess strike. All right, so here's the second pitch. See if we get an 0-2 or a 1-1 here.
Anything? Nothing. Maybe he agrees with you then.
Or he's putting me in agony, not knowing what I'm thinking up here. That's upstairs.
So if we're right, 1-2.
Yeah, no indication back there yet, but I'm pretty sure that's what we got. Swings right through it. Ooh. Boy, we got a...
Yep, so Kenzie's going to be out. They're calling a interference.
I'd almost question that one, too. She was in the baseline. All right, so that's another out. So they get a double play out of that, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Now batting the pitcher, number 2, Avery Hins.
And I missed that first pitch, unfortunately. So we got a runner on third. There's a strike. Yep, 1-1.
They say every game you see something new. And
there's 2 things right there.
Yeah.
Here's the windup in the pitch. Gets a good piece of it, but straight back, so falls behind 1 ball, 2 strikes. Well, it's not the most orthodox way to score 2 runs to this point, but the Lakers do have 2 across here. In the dirt, nice scoop by the catcher. Evens it up at 2-2. Here's the pitch. That one's in the dirt too. Another nice scoop. Keeps it in front of her. Loads up the count to the number 6 hitter, Avery Hins. Here's the payoff pitch. Right down the middle. Swings right through it for strike 3. And throws it into center field.
For the Lakers in the bottom of the first inning, they score 2 runs on 1 hit, 1 defensive error, and leave 1 runner on base. After 1, Trojans 3, Lakers 2. Do it for the Trojans, Emma Eastman, Elena Nelson, and Addie Hartman.
So after one complete inning, it is the Ortonville Trojans. I keep forgetting that. I don't know why I keep forgetting that. Thank you. 3 and the Lakeview Lakers 2. We'll take a quick break and be right back.
The Schaefer's 5 generations of towing began in 1920 in Renville, a small town in western Minnesota. It all started with one tow truck and a phone number that was only 3 digits long. Today, the Schaefers provide towing and roadside services across the nation and have over 100 pieces of equipment. Everyone asks me where the Pulver name comes from. My great-grandpa purchased Pulver Towing in the 1980s and chose to keep the name. The Schaefers and Pulver Towing have provided services for over 100 years, and we will continue to be there when you need them most. Pulver Towing, big or small, we tow them all.
All right, we're back for the start of the second inning here. Pretty eventful first inning. Got a couple different plays there that I think those two are talking about are down there too, about what all happened there. Lakers are probably pretty fortunate to get 2 runs after that pop-up that probably should have been an infield fly. But
And then on the runner interference, I don't know. I mean, I guess you can call the other runner out.
Yeah.
Or can you send them back?
I'll let you announce the leadoff batter and then.
Leading off for the Trojans in the top of the second inning, center fielder number 5, Emma Eastman.
You know, in that play, when I look back at it, Tegan was out. Like, she caught it on first base, and she's got to get out of the way probably at that point, and she didn't.
True.
You know, the play was over for her, so she needs to get out of the way. We'll give them the benefit there. First pitch is up for a ball. So 1-0 to the number 9 hitter. Ortonville batted 8 in the first inning. High pitch, nice fielding job by Tegan, gets the out there. That was a tough play.
Now batting, leadoff batter and shortstop number 3, Elena Nelson.
So back to the top of the order for Ortonville. First pitch, a hitter. I think he got it right on the elbow.
Now batting, second baseman number 2, Addie Hartman.
She didn't move 1 inch there.
Addie hit that hard single up the middle in her first at-bat.
So runner on first with 1 out. Swing and a miss for strike 1. Avery's doing a good job of throwing strikes.
22 strikes, 11 balls.
Here's the pitch, a little low. Evens it up at 1-1. Are you excited for the senior trip tomorrow?
It's going to be a great time, minus that 6 a.m. departure.
There's a fly ball into right field. Nicely played for the second out.
She battled that sun very well.
Yeah, she did.
Now batting first baseman number 20, Bailey Merritt. Now the senior trip is always a lot of fun.
Yeah, the kids are, they got a ton of stuff going this week. You got that, and then softball Thursday and prom on Saturday. There's a foul ball.
Juniors had their ACT test today. So yeah, it's a busy week, busy time of year right now.
How many weeks are left?
4.
4 weeks left, so we got a month of school.
18 days.
Not that you're counting. There's a base hit up the middle. McKenna will get it in. Good piece of hitting.
Now batting the catcher number 12, Claire Kellen.
So first and second with 2 outs.
Claire hit a double in her first at bat. I think is that one that went over
Aubrey's head, I bet, yeah.
Yep.
All right, we'll see if we can get a third out here. They can ill afford to give up any more runs. Oop, that's going to move the runners up. Got by Addison. So first base is open, but you don't want to let the ball get by you again to give up an easy run here. You got to make them earn it. Avery behind 1 ball, no strikes. Here's the pitch. Fouled back, so 1-1. Here's the pitch. It's hit into center field. McKenna Anderson finds it, makes a nice play for the third out.
For the Trojans in the top of the second inning, 0 runs on 1 hit, 0 errors, and 2 runners left on base. Do it for the Lakers, Addison Hins, Tegan Feeney, and Talon Meyer.
So the Lakers hold them scoreless after 1.5. It is still Ortonville 3 and the Lakers 2. We'll take a quick break and be right back. All right, we're back. Ortonville's getting their warm-ups in. Lakers have Addison Hins coming up to lead it off in the home half of the second. What's the highlight of the trip tomorrow for you?
Highlight? Ooh. Oh, what's it going to be? Probably paintballing in the morning. It's just fun to unload on the students. Actually, I don't unload on them. I get hit a lot more. Yeah, but no, it's just a great time. And then
little Top Golf in there too, I think I saw.
Yes, sir. And then we'll head up the Mall of America and then end the night at the Borough. The Borough is a fun place. It's kind of like arcades and
we scoped it out on the way home from Easter Sunday and saw that there's a lot of stuff going on there.
Leading off for the Lakers in the bottom of the second inning, the catcher, number 13, Addison Hins.
There better not be one senior tomorrow that says I'm bored, that's for sure. All right, here's the first pitch to Addison. Watches it go by for a strike. Addison working behind the plate tonight.
I'm going to update my favorite thing here after this pitch.
Okay. That one's low for a ball. Evens it up at 1-1.
Carl's Bakery to start the day.
Almost as good as the Cold Spring Bakery.
Yep, that one's not on the way.
No, you'd have to go way out of the way to get to that one. So 1-1, here's the pitch. Right down the middle, just over the shortstop's head for a base hit. Nice piece of hitting by Addison. She gets on first base. Good start for the Lakers.
Now batting, second baseman number 14, Tegan Feeney.
Just touched the shortstop's glove. She kind of came in and then had to backtrack a little bit. I think if she would have stayed where she was, might have been able to make a play on that one.
Still gave it a heck of an effort, though. Elena Nelson there, shortstop.
Good wheels on first. We'll see if they're running or bunting or what they're doing here. Here's the pitch. Squares for the bunt. Misses it. Nobody covering second base, so Addison pretty much walks in.
Now you said Tegan was banned. Who was the one that was? You said Tegan was out on that one play. It wasn't Tegan at first base who interfered. Who was it?
I thought it was.
No. Tegan's batting right now.
Yeah, but that was last inning.
She hasn't batted yet.
Oh, yeah. I don't know who that was then. There's a swing and a miss. Well, now I'm perplexed.
I think it's 1 and 2, Mike.
Yeah, you were asking me questions.
I'm sorry.
I was trying to think. Well, it would have been whoever hit after Aubrey. Who was number 5 hitter?
Emma.
That's who it was then. Tons of similarities between Tegan and Emma running down that first baseline. They both have blue uniforms on. Swing and a miss. She's got to make a play to first. Nice throw. Gets the out, but the Lakers will advance 60 feet.
Now batting right fielder number 6, Talon Meyer.
All right, so we'll see if Talon can get a base hit here and get a run across. Tie it up. There's a strike right down the middle. No balls and a strike. Wind up in the pitch. That's up for a ball. Nice job of laying off that one.
They're really testing the pitcher-catcher situation.
Yeah, Addison's playing with fire over here. 1-1 to the number 9 hitter. Up in the zone, makes it 2-1. Definitely as a runner, you got to keep your eye on where that ball is, that's for sure, because they're not afraid to throw it around a little bit. Here's the pitch. That's low. Takes it to 3-1. I feel like it's the Hins girls that are all over that. We dare you to throw it at us. Here's the pitch. Right down the middle. Takes it to 3-2. So a full count. Here's the windup in the pitch. Right on the corner for strike 3.
Now batting leadoff batter and shortstop number 5, Kiera Hins.
So out number 2. See if Kiera can get that run across back to the top of the order. Takes a swing on the first pitch. I think that's going to be foul, and it is.
Not by much.
Nope. Three Ortonville players trying to converge on that one. Kind of fell maybe a foot or two foul.
Giving up on sitting too.
0-1 here. Here's the pitch. Base hit up the left side. That'll score a run and tie it up. Nice job of hitting by Kiera.
Now batting center fielder number 12, McKenna Anderson.
All right, so 2 outs. You got Kiera on first. We'll see if she's off with the pitch here.
McKenna laid down that awesome bunt in her first at bat.
Yeah, with 2 outs. McKenna's got good wheels too. If she gets it in fair play, it's going to be tough to throw her out. Takes a swing. There goes Kiera. Nobody there. So it goes into center field, but she holds up. Did she swing at that? I think she swung at that.
Yep.
She did. 0-1. So a runner in scoring position. Let's see if McKenna can get it in the field to play. That'll even it up at 1-1. Be nice to get one more run across here for sure. And here's the pitch. Ooh, right down the middle. McKenna kind of gave up on that one. Takes it to 1 ball, 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Right back up the middle. That's going to be a base hit. Kiera should score on that. And she does. Nice piece of hitting by McKenna.
Now batting third baseman number 9, Mackenzie Herrick.
So the Ortonville infielders are going to chat about that. Got a runner on first here with 2 outs. Mackenzie Herrick is coming up.
Kenzie drew a walk in her first plate appearance.
We'll see if McKenna's got good wheels, so we'll see if they send her. Trying to get a runner in scoring position again. You got your number 3 and 4 hitters coming up here. Here's the pitch. Swings right through it. She does go. Oh, she got a piece of it, though, so it's foul ball. She'll have to go back. That's almost one of those when you see her getting that good a jump, it's almost like you should let it go by just so she gets there. That one's inside. McKenna has to hold up on that one. Keeps it at 1-1. Here comes the pitch from the... It's foul. Goes behind the plate. So Mackenzie quickly behind. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Words of encouragement from her third base coach. Here's the pitch. Boy, it looked like it was right there. It was called strike 3.
For the Lakers in the bottom of the second inning, they scored 2 runs on 3 hits, 0 errors, and 1 runner left on base. After 2, Lakers 4, Trojans 3. Do it for the Trojans, Riley Berge, Alexa Larson, and Callie Longnecker.
All right, so the Lakers grab a run there, and they pull back ahead 4-3. We will take a quick break and be right back.
boys and girls getting down on the farm.
All right, we're back for the top of the third inning here. Lakers pulling ahead.
Leading off for the Trojans in the top of the third inning, the left fielder, number 18, Riley Berge.
Ortonville will send up their number 5 hitter here. See if the Lakers can get a 1-2-3 inning here, get back and hit again. As I say that, she throws the first one in the dirt for a ball. So falls behind here, 1-0. Here's the pitch. Grounded back to, nice play by Mackenzie Herrick. Great piece of fielding there. Gets a high five from her shortstop teammate.
Now batting third baseman, number 15, Alexa Larson.
Quick out for the Lakers. Always nice to start with an out on the first batter. A swing and a miss right through it. Good cut.
Yeah, that was a nice play by Kenzie there. Reached down, fielded it cleanly, threw hard across the diamond.
Yeah.
And
she made a nice throw, too. It's usually you get pretty rushed over there, but she made a nice throw. That one's low for a ball. Evens it up at 1-1. Here's the pitch. That one's low, too. 2-1. I think this is Avery's first varsity pitching, too, isn't it? I don't think I've seen her. There's a foul ball.
Yeah, I wasn't at their away game.
Yeah, I was just going to say, you didn't go to the away ones, but she did not pitch at any of the away stuff that I've been to.
Yeah, we had home baseball at the same time as that, too.
Yeah.
You know, in away games for me at 4:30 it started. That's tough.
Yep. Evened up here at 2-2. There's a pitch. That's low. Takes it to a full count.
Home 4:30 start is a lot easier than an away 4:30 start.
A lot closer to get here from the building than anything away.
Yep.
Ball's up in the zone, but she goes after it. Strike 3.
Now batting the right fielder, number 11, Kelly Longnecker.
Yeah, I think next week the Lakers travel to KMS. We'll have to leave by noon to get over there, I think. There's a strike to start her out. So quickly 2 outs here for the Lakers. And quickly 2 strikes to the number 7 hitter.
Yeah, Avery's starting to get into a nice groove on the mound.
Yeah, I'd like to see her continue to throw that fastball. She has mixed in that changeup. Just gets a piece of it, grounded to first. Nice job to get the third out.
For the Trojans in the top of the third inning, they go 3 up and 3 down. Do it for the Lakers, Aubrey Rausch, Emma Bruceman, and Avery Hins.
So after 2.5, we have the Lakers 4, Ortonville 3. We will take a quick break and be right back.
Steady. Reliable. Strong. The same things you want from your sports team, you want from your insurance company. Well, we're here to tell you that we've got your back to protect what matters most. So support your mutual with pride, and we'll serve you with honor. North Star Mutual Insurance Company, a personable company keeping you on course. Proud supporter of Lakeview Athletics.
All right, we're back for the bottom half of the third. It will be Aubrey Rausch leading off for the Lakers here.
Well, we have a moment, Mike. Let's talk about our upcoming streams. We'll have softball here on Thursday versus Minnesota Canby. And then on Friday, baseball versus Dawson Boyd. On Saturday, we'll have prom drive-up and Grand March. Drive-up starts at 6 p.m. Then off for a whole week. Then we'll have Monday, May 5th, the track and field true team. Have 4 o'clock start on that one. I think it's 4:15 for the running time, somewhere around there. Or actually, 3:30. We'll figure it out. And then softball on May 6th. So those are our upcoming streams.
So after Thursday, there's a pretty big break in the home softball schedule.
for home games.
Yeah.
Leading out for the Lakers in the bottom of the third inning, left fielder number 10, Aubrey Roush.
See if Aubrey can get things started here in the home half of the third for the Lakers. First pitch. That's down low for a ball.
And that True Team meet on May 5th. Good news for Lakers students. They're getting out at 1:30 now that day.
I saw that email come out today that they got so many people coming, or what's the...
Yeah, it's like 13 teams.
Yeah. Ooh, there's a fly ball into left center. Over the left fielder's head. That's going to roll to the close to the fence. Aubrey's on second. She's going to keep coming, and she'll get the third.
Nice leadoff triple. Now batting the designated player, number 4, Emma Bruceman.
Aubrey did a good job there of when she got to second base looking to her coach to get directions, and coach said keep coming, so she made it to third. So the Lakers got a runner on third base with nobody out here in the home half of the third. First pitch is low. They throw it back.
Yeah, Aubrey's not getting off as far as the Hinses were.
No, she's much more conservative than the Hins clan. There's a pitch right down the middle for a strike.
I love aggressive base running, though. I mean, as
yeah,
long as you don't get yourself thrown out.
There's a fine line there. 1-1 here. That's out for ball 2.
The only time that's really effective is when they're not paying attention to you. And they're definitely paying attention.
Yeah. So 2 balls and a strike. Ooh, that's coming right at us.
I flinched for a second, not going to lie. Yeah, and Lacey moved behind me.
I saw it was going to be high enough that it wasn't going to be a problem, but it was right over the top of the press box.
I hesitated for a second.
Evens it at 2-2. There's another foul ball down the line.
Linnea Stibbe ducking out of the way of that one.
You know, that's the thing with Emma. She is always around she gets around so fast that the ball gets pulled so far that it's tough to keep it in fair territory. And she's pretty far up in the batter's box. Here's the pitch. Ooh, watch the strike 3 go by.
Now batting the pitcher, number 2, Avery Hins.
So 1 out here in the home half of the third. Avery takes the first pitch up for a ball. Getting some instructions from her coach. Here's the pitch. That's hit a mile in the air. Ooh, nice play by the third baseman. For out number 2.
Now batting the catcher, number 13, Addison Hins.
So the Lakers got the leadoff runner on third base and 2 quick outs, so they need a base hit here to get her home. It's up for a ball. Coach yells out a number sequence. We'll see what they put on here. There's ball 2. That number sequence must have been get a base hit. So 2-0 to the number 7 hitter. There's a right to the third baseman for out number 3.
For the Lakers in the bottom of the third inning, 0 runs on 1 hit, 0 errors, and 1 runner left on base after 3. Lakers 4, Trojans 3. Do it for the Trojans, Aubrey Zurif, Emma Eastman, and Elena Nelson.
So the Lakers get their leadoff runner on third base, but can't come through with a clutch hit to get her across. So they strand 1, and after 3, it's 4-3 Lakers. We'll be right back.
Patrick Mahomes, quarterback, Kansas City.
Travis Kelce, tight end, Kansas City.
Isaiah, meat manager, Hy-Vee.
At Hy-Vee, we hand select our beef, choosing only the finest cattle from the Midwest, which guarantees you get the most flavorful choice and prime steaks. So, for the best beef around,
Leave it to the pros.
All right, we're back for the start of the fourth. How many pitches so far for Avery? It should settle down since the first inning, that's for sure.
Yeah, 51 pitches for Avery, 34 strikes, 17 balls.
And I think she was at 28-ish in the first?
In the first inning, yeah. She threw 28 for sure. Actually ended up with 29 in the first inning. And then Aubrey for Ortonville is throwing 60 pitches, 33 strikes, 27 balls.
So Avery's been much more efficient in the second and third. We'll see if she can keep that trend going here.
Leading out for the Trojans in the top of the fourth inning, the pitcher, number 7, Aubrey Zurif.
Got 8-9-1 up here for Ortonville. First pitch is up. One ball, no strikes. That's up even further for ball 2. All about that release point for Avery. See if she can nail one here. Looks in. And here it comes. That's much better. Gets a strike swinging on that one. 2 balls and a strike to the number 8 hitter.
Yeah, in the third inning, Avery was in a groove and was finding the strike zone consistently. And then now she's just missing that zone a little bit in this top of the fourth.
She's in the upper half of the zone. All the 3 balls she's thrown have all been up. I think she's right around the plate, but they're all high. Not that one. Evens or takes it to a full count at 3-2. Big pitch here. Here it comes. Ball 4.
Now batting, center fielder number 5, Emma Eastman.
So you got the number 9 hitter coming up here for Ortonville. We'll see if they try to bunt the leadoff runner to second base or straight steal, what they might have in store. There's a strike right down the middle.
It's a nice bounce back pitch.
Yeah, if she could find that release point every time. When she throws strikes, they're coming in there. I mean, she's got good velocity. Arrow's way up again, goes over Avery's head, or Addison's head. So a runner in scoring position with nobody out for the Ortonville Trojans. 1-1. There's a bunt. It's going to be a tough play. Fielded. I think she got her. Yep, they did. Nice play by Addison Hins.
So go down to the sacrifice bunt.
Yep.
Now batting leadoff batter and shortstop number 3, Elena Nelson.
They do get a runner to third with 1 out here, so take a couple plays to keep them scoreless here. There's a ball upstairs. Well, you can see when it leaves her hand if it's got a chance to be higher. I mean, if it's got a chance for a strike or if it's going to be up high. Or down low. 2 balls, no strikes.
Yeah, the release point is super important in softball. I mean, every sport it is too, but you can really catch it right in softball.
Yeah, and this is with her first varsity experience. I'm sure there's a little nerves out there too. There's a swing and a miss. That was a good pitch right there. 2 balls and a strike.
Elena was hit by a pitch in her last at-bat. Or I should say plate appearance.
Here's the pitch. That's right there, too, for strike 2. Evens it up at 2-2 to the leadoff hitter. Strikeout would be big here. There's a pop-up. Kenzie Herrick fields it cleanly. Good job of base running by the Ortonville player to stay on third.
And that's Aubrey Zurif, the pitcher. Now batting the second baseman, number 2, Addie Hartman.
So a big play there for the Lakers. That's out number 2. Need one more here to keep it a 1-run game for them. Ooh, thought about it, but laid off for a ball.
Addie's 1 for 2, singled in her first at bat, and then flew out in her previous.
There's a swing and a miss, evening it up at 1-1.
That was a fly out to the right fielder, Taylon Meyer, and kind of battled the sun well and hauled it in.
Yeah, she made a nice play out there in right field on that one. Oh, there's strike 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes. All right, let's see a pitch right in the zone for strike 3. Here's the pitch. That's hit to right field. I think it's going to get foul, though, and it does. A little late on that one.
See if the Lakers make a defensive adjustment out there based on those last. We saw that one and then her previous at-bat. And they're keeping Taylon kind of close to the line.
Yeah. Here's the pitch. Ground ball to short. Kiera fields it cleanly, makes a nice throw for out number 3. Nice job by Kiera Hins.
For the Trojans, in the top of the 4th inning, 0 runs on 0 hits, 0 errors, and 1 runner left on base. Do it for Lakers, Tegan Feeney, Taylon Meyer, and Kiera Hins.
So 3.5 complete, and it is the Lakers 4, Ortonville 3. We'll take a commercial break and be back in a jiffy.
But what if we harness the power of collaboration? Imagine what we could achieve. Here at Farmward, we don't have to imagine. We're already doing it every single day. We are a family supporting families, cultivating strong communities, so that through the power of collaboration, anything is possible. Together, we are Farmward Cooperative, advancing farming for generations.
Well, you can tell everybody. Yeah, you can tell everybody.
All right, we're back for the home half of the 4th.
It's actually Tegan up there if you're looking at that.
I was looking at it, and I was just going to say something, too. The Lakers will send up Tegan Feeney to lead off here, the number 8 hitter. Ortonville's got a pretty short bench over there. I was looking at, they had 2 reserves, and 1 was not dressed.
Leading off for the Lakers in the bottom of the 4th inning, second baseman, number 14, Tegan Feeney. They also have a couple of kids gone to track and field today, too, talking to their coach before the game.
Here's the first pitch in the dirt for a ball.
You know, spring sports get spread out pretty thin.
Yep, when you got between track, golf, and baseball, softball, and kids can participate in both. More power to them. That one's up for ball 2. Two and 0 to the number 8 hitter. There's a fly ball into center field. Misplayed by the center fielder. Tegan will get on. Overthrown, and she takes second base. Nice job.
So now it's going to be 2 errors on that.
Yeah. Good base running by Tegan, though.
Now batting the right fielder, number 6, Taylon Meyer.
So again, here in the home half of the 4th, Lakers got a runner in scoring position with their number 1 hitter. We'll see if they can get this one across. Here's the first pitch to the number 9 hitter. Swings right through it for a strike. I think Taylon went down on strikes in the first inning, if I remember right.
She did.
See if she can reverse that course. Here's a ground ball to first. She'll get the runner to third at least. And they do get her out at first.
Now batting leadoff batter and shortstop, number 5, Kiera Hins.
So back to the top of the order for the Lakers. Kiera had a base hit last at bat. In the dirt, Tegan's going to try. Here she goes. Slides in safely. No throw even. So the Lakers pick up a 5th run there.
Kiera walked in her first at bat. So she's 1 for 1, reached base twice.
So Lakers pull ahead 5-3 here with 1 out in the 4th. upstairs to Kira for ball 2. Two and 0 to the leadoff hitter. Here's the windup and the pitch. Fly ball into left field over the shortstop. Sorry, that held up. I thought it was going to be hit further than that, but it was right to the shortstop for out number 2.
Now batting center fielder number 12, McKenna Anderson.
See if McKenna can start a 2-out rally here. Here's the first pitch. Watches that one go right by for a strike. 0-1 to the number 2 hitter. Just gets a piece of that one. Swung pretty late on that one, trying to push it down the third base line, I think. Push or slap, take your pick. In any event, she falls behind 0-2. Got to protect here. Here's the pitch. Oop, missed it. Oh, she got a piece of it, it sounds like.
You could tell by her reaction that she thought she had hit that.
Yep, she looked right back at the umpire for it, and he called foul ball. So otherwise, I think she would have taken off trying to get on first. There's one on the ground. She's going to beat that out. Nice piece of hitting by McKenna Anderson.
Now batting third baseman number 9, Mackenzie Herrick. You know, I wish I would have talked about this. I saw that. I'm like, if she could just get that between the third baseman and the pitcher, that shortstop is playing so deep that it'd be an easy base.
Yeah, I didn't even see the shortstop. In my angle over here, she was so far out of the picture. All right, here's the pitch. Mackenzie swings right through it. She takes off, slides in safely. Thought about coming to third, but thinks better of it. So, once again, Lakers have a runner in scoring position. A base hit more than likely will score her. With 2 outs, she'll be off with the crack of the bat. Here's the pitch. Ooh, that's hit into left center. Misplayed by the center fielder. They're going to score a run out of that. So the Lakers pick up one more.
Now batting the left fielder, number 10, Aubrey Roush.
I feel bad for the center fielder. She was camped under that one too, and it just hit the heel of her glove, it looked like, and fell to the ground. So they pick up another run off of that.
I can tell you, Kenzie doesn't feel bad. She got on base.
Nope. Yep. I just feel bad when you get.
I know.
It's 2 in 1 inning for her. That's just the unfortunate part.
Yep.
And she did a nice job of getting underneath it. Tried to use 2 hands even, and it still got away from her. In any event, it gives Aubrey Roush a chance here with a runner on first base. Here's the pitch. Down the third base line. That's a fair ball. We're going to get runners on second and third, it looks like, for sure. Aubrey with a double.
Now batting, designated player number 4, Emma Bruceman.
Aubrey's working on that cycle tonight.
That crossed my mind.
Nope. 2 runners in scoring position here. Emma swings right through the first one. Got sunglasses flying all over the place. So 1 strike here to the number 5 hitter. Ooh, just missed that one. Fouled it straight back. Good swing.
Yeah, that was. You see so many great cuts from Emma when she's up there.
Yeah.
You just like to see her get rewarded one time.
Did you see that the ice bucket challenge is back again?
I did not.
Strike 3 called. So the Lakers pick up 2 runs there, I believe. So they pull ahead 6-3 after 4. We'll take a quick break, and then I'll tell you no, we're not taking a break.
For the Lakers in the bottom of the 4th inning, they score 2 runs on 2 hits, 3 defensive errors, and 2 runners left on base. After 4, Lakers 6, Trojans 3. Do it for the Trojans, Bailey Merritt, Claire Kellen, and Riley Berge.
I was talking too much, wasn't I? They just went from one thing to the other. So now we'll take a quick break and be right back.
Borges Sporting Goods is your source for all your sporting gear needs. From Little League to college athletics, we have you covered, including all intramural and collegiate sports, as well as hunting and fishing gear for the outdoor enthusiasts. We also offer personalized in-store embroidery and silkscreen services at competitive prices. Stop by Borges and visit our store to see a wide variety of sporting goods we have to offer. For sporting, hunting, and fishing gear at the highest quality for reasonable prices, call or stop by Borges Sporting Goods on East College Drive in Marshall.
Borges Sporting Goods. Always Saint Laurent, gotta kiss myself.
All right, so to finish that story that I was so eager to tell, the Ice Bucket Challenge is apparently back, and Aubrey had us do it at about 8:30 last night outside when it was so dark I couldn't see anything. I'll let you announce the leadoff hitter here.
Leading off for the Trojans in the top of the 5th inning, the first baseman, number 20, Bailey Merritt.
And the point to this story is she showed a video, I think it was Emma Brucefin's dad used a skid loader bucket to pour the water on top of her, so there's his first pitch strike, because then Aubrey said, okay, Dad, can you top this one? And I'm like, oh, I'll have to think on that one for a minute.
What'd you come up with?
Give it to you after this pitch. Here's pitch number 2, gets a piece of it, goes straight back to go 0-2. So we got up on the ladder, and I got just a little, almost like a Dixie cup, and just poured a little bit over her head, and she went, well, that's not so bad. And then the whole bucket came after that. So tried to make it a little bit more interesting, but there's a ground ball down third, fielded cleanly by Herrick, throws it across the diamond, gets a nice throw for out number 1.
Now batting the catcher, number 12, Claire Kellen.
Nice job by Mackenzie Herrick to get that first out.
She's played made some nice plays at third base for the Lakers.
You know, the other part of that there was, there's a line drive into center. McKenna will pick it up on one hop and get it back in. But the other part of that is Avery. She had Avery to contend with, and Avery got out of the way so she could make a nice, easy throw across the diamond to get that out.
Now batting left fielder, number 18, Riley Berge.
Otherwise, that's a tough throw when you're looking right at the pitcher in your line of sight. And Avery did a nice job of backing up to get out of the way. Inside. Fires it down to first. Got her, I think. No. Darn close. Nice throw by Addison.
Had that throw just been inside the base path, I think they probably would have had her.
I think that's a tough angle for Verkindren to see that one. It's almost easier for the home plate umpire to see that. Ooh, foul ball off Beekman's mask. That'll wake him up back there.
Takes the mask off, says I'm all right, and gets right behind the plate again.
Oops. 1-1 to the number 5 hitter. Swing and a miss. There she goes. Throw it on to second. No. I think if Kira held on to that, she might have been able to tag her, but and I don't know if she got a piece of her that had knocked it out of the glove, but and then I can't tell if that was, I think that was a strike.
Swinging strike, I believe.
Yep. All right, 1-2. Here's the pitch. Way upstairs for 2-2. I think we're on a full count here.
That's what I have. Yeah.
Yep, I just heard him yell full count.
Riley up to bat. She's 0 for 2, looking to get on base for her first time today.
Ground ball to second, fielded cleanly by Teagan. Throws across to get the out. And that was the... I missed an out, didn't I?
No.
Yeah, he called third out.
What was the out?
So there was the 1-2.
I've got to call the runner at second out then too. I'm just going to left base path earlier, or I don't know, something. I have no idea what just happened there, but for the Trojans in the top of the 5th inning, score 0 runs on 1 hit, 0 errors, and 0 runners left on base. Do it for Lakers, Avery Hins, Addison Hins, and Teagan Feeney.
All right, so we're going to look back in the book here during the break here, and we'll see if we can come up with something in 20 seconds. We'll be right back.
But what if we harness the power of collaboration? Imagine what we could achieve. Here at Farmward, we don't have to imagine. We're already doing it every single day. We are a family supporting families, cultivating strong communities, so that through the power of collaboration, anything is possible. Together, we are Farmward Cooperative, advancing farming for generations.
Sometimes you gotta stay in. Welcome to my house, baby.
That was only the third batter.
Did we miss one?
There's no way. Leading out for the Lakers in the bottom of the 5th inning, the pitcher, number 2, Avery Hins.
All right, in any event, we are in the bottom of the 5th here. Lakers up 6-3. There's a strike.
Yeah.
There's strike 2.
I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah, when you only put 3 batters out and you got 1 on the base paths. Swings right through that one for strike 3.
Now batting the catcher, number 13, Addison Hins.
So 1 out, we think. That's outside for a ball. I've heard of umpires trying to keep the game moving to get out of there, but that's maybe a little far on the aggressive side. Foul ball. Now I'm curious. I'd like to catch those 2 before the end of and see if maybe there was a call out on somebody leaving early and we just didn't hear them say that, or.
And didn't Linnea say that their coach that they had only 2 outs?
Well, she said she went back in the dugout and looked and that we only had 2 outs. Yeah. There's a swing and a miss at a pitch high in the zone.
You know, that's where I'm surprised Ortonville didn't argue that more.
Yeah, I'm wondering if they're keeping a book even in there then. So 1 ball, 2 strikes here. That one's way up. Evens it up at 2-2.
But it's over. You can't do anything about it.
So to the Lakers' advantage at this point. So 2-2 to Addison Hins. Make it a full count to the Laker catcher.
She's 1 for 2 with single and a line drive in her last at bat.
Payoff pitch. Swing and a miss for strike 3.
Now batting the second baseman, number 14, Tegan Feeney.
So 2 quick outs here in the home half of the 5th. Second baseman steps in. Thought about it, but lays off. The ball was up in the zone for ball 1. Here's a pitch. Ground ball, third base. Didn't field it cleanly, so Tegan will get on first.
I think I'm going to give a hit just based on the.
It was hit hard. It was hit hard.
Yep. Now batting the right fielder, number 6, Taylon Meyer.
So with 2 outs, Lakers got a runner on base. See if they can manufacture her around. There's a strike to the number 9 hitter, Taylon. Taylon in her last at bat hit the ball sharply, but right at the first baseman, grounded out. Lets that one go by for a ball. Evens it up at 1-1. See if Tegan is off with a pitch here. Down low, she is. No throw, so she walks in standing up. Runner in scoring position, base hit will push across a run more than likely. Here's the pitch. Ground ball to the second baseman, fields it cleanly, gets the third out.
For the Lakers in the bottom of the 5th inning, 0 runs on 1 hit, 0 errors, and 1 runner left on base. After 5, Lakers 6, Trojans 3. Do it for the Trojans, Alexa Larson, Callie Longnecker, and Aubrey Zurif.
So 5 complete here at Lakeview. The home team has 6, and the visitors from Ortonville have 3. We'll take a little break and come right back.
Cottonwood Body Shop, owned by Taylor Benson, is your go-to place for all of your repair needs. From auto body repair to automotive refinishing, along with watercraft repair and gel coat and fiberglass repair, Taylor also paints, repairs, and welds aluminum and repairs plastic. Taylor's hidden talent is glass installation and windshield repair. For all of your repair needs, call Taylor Benson at 507-423-5431.
All right, we're back for the start of the 6th.
Want to hit another out there, Mike?
First time I've missed that today, by the way. There we go.
Leading out for the Trojans in the top of the 6th inning, the third baseman, number 15, Alexa Larson.
So Ortonville sends up the 6, 7, and 8 hitters here in the 6th inning. Swing and a miss for strike 1. Good start for Avery.
Alexa singled in the first inning and then struck out in her second at bat. She 1 for 2.
Okay, we're good. They said Alexa just made me a little nervous.
That's not the right batter.
Maybe you missed somebody last inning then for the third out thing?
No. Linnea, what do you have up? Linnea.
So we got 0-2 right now. A little confusion on who should be in the batter's box. Oop, called strike 3. She went around.
Well, so now who's up? 7. Now batting the pitcher, number 7, Aubrey Zurif. We've completely skipped a batter.
I wonder if on that, like, because Linnea made a comment about somebody stealing. Like, if we missed that, there's a strike.
No.
Or somebody striking out on a steal, but you would have had that switched over.
Yeah,
There's a swing and a miss for strike 2.
I'm gonna go back and watch this.
Yeah.
What inning was that? 5th?
5th. Yeah, bottom of the 5th, or top of the 5th. There's strike 3.
Now batting center fielder, number 5, Emma Eastman.
So quickly 2 outs in the top of the 6th. Avery seems to have found a groove here. I think that was 6 pitches, wasn't it?
Yes, sir.
Strike 1. I'm going to jinx her here, but let's see if she can get that immaculate inning here. Oh and 1 to the number 9 hitter. Here's the pitch. In the dirt, and I did jinx her. 1 and 1.
So close, so close.
2 pitches away from a perfect inning. There's a ground ball, third base. McKenzie makes a nice throw. They get that third out.
For the Trojans in the top of the 6th inning, they go 3 up and 3 down. Do it for the Lakers, Kira Hins, McKenna Anderson, and Kenzie Herrick.
So after 5.5, we've got the Lakers 6, Ortonville 3. Lakers will come up here in the home half of the 6. We'll be right back. I don't remember touching any cords.
We got internet back. We'll see if it... Okay, we might be back, Mike. We might be back.
I can check.
Leading off for the Trojans in the top of the 7th inning, shortstop number 3, Elena Nelson.
All right, so first pitch swinging for a strike for Avery Hins. Quickly ahead. Yep, we're back on. Just got a text saying you're back, so thank you, Mr. Hins. Swing and a miss for strike 2.
And this is the top of the inning. I got to get that right here. It's not view me. There we go. Okay. What's it? 0-2?
Yep. Ground ball up the middle, fielded by Feeney, gets it over to first just in time for the first out. Nice job by Teagan.
Now batting second baseman number 2, Addie Hartman. There we go. Now we're caught up again.
Yep. First pitch swinging for a foul ball for a strike. But it's the blue cable, right? Like, must not have been in all the way then.
Not have been
because you wouldn't be able to step on that and kick.
No, it should be.
It
It should be clipped in there good, and I didn't have it clipped in there good. I'm guessing.
Oh, shot! Oh, gets right by Kiera. That was hit hard. She might get a double out of that. Nope, fielded by Aubrey. Gets it in quickly to Teagan. Hold her to a single.
Now they got a runner on first. I had that Hurdy on there. Now batting the first baseman number 20, Bailey Merritt.
We've had all kinds of interesting stuff here thus far. So, all right, one out here for the Lakers. Ground ball up the middle to Kiera. Gets the first runner at second. Over to first. Not in time. Close to a double play, but get one out of that. Big out.
Now batting the catcher, number 12, Claire Kellen.
Lakers are one out away here from a victory. We'll see if they can put it away here. There's a fly ball into left field. Foul.
Claire is 2 for 3, a double and a single.
So a good start here for Avery on the number 4 hitter. Here's the pitch. Ooh, thought about it, but laid off for a ball. Takes it to 1-1. Wind up in the pitch, way upstairs. Ball 2. Two balls and a strike. That one's low, and it gets by Addison. Runner will advance, making it 3-1. So really the only thing that the Lakers need to be concerned with here is the hitter. The runner on second really doesn't mean anything because they got enough of a lead. Nope, ball 4.
Now batting left fielder, number 18, Riley Berge.
So with 2 outs, Ortonville doing a little bit of threatening here. Got runners on first and second. With the number 5 hitter coming to the plate. Here's the first pitch. Swinging, foul ball down the first base line and fielded nicely by Kaya for out number 3, and that should do it.
And that's the ball game. Lakers 6, Ortonville 3. For the Trojans, they scored 3 runs on 6 hits, 4 defensive errors, and 7 runners left on base. For the Lakers, they score 6 runs on 10 hits, 1 error, and leave 7 runners on base. Time of the game, 1 hour and 21 minutes. Thank you for coming out to tonight's game, and please drive home safely.
All right, so we will have Mackenzie Herrick stop up as player of the game. She did a nice job over at third base. Kind of was the vacuum on the ground balls over there today, fielding them and throwing people out. But the Lakers are victorious against the Ortonville Trojans, 6-3, and they will have tomorrow off, and then they will be back on Thursday against Minneota. See if we can get Mackenzie to come up here right away, right?
Seems like they're always the last one to walk by.
Yeah. So they're heading up. They're heading out to the outfield. So Mackenzie will. Lallam got her attention, and she'll be up here shortly. And here she comes. Wow. Welcome, Mackenzie Herrick.
Thank you.
Right here's your camera. Oh, you have a seat. No, have a seat.
Oh, my gosh.
You don't need to get right in front of the camera.
We can zoom in. No, that's okay.
You're good. You're good. All right, nice game today. Thank you. You were like the human vacuum over at third base. Did you see all those balls when they came to you?
Most of them.
Yeah. So let me ask you this: you've kind of played a few different positions this year, right? What's your favorite spot out there?
I like third base.
Third base.
Yeah.
So does the coach ask you before the game, we're going to put you in, and which spot would you like, or is it she's making the lineup?
Yeah, she just
made the lineup up. Yeah, you had I would say at least 4 or 5 ground balls to you that you picked up nicely and made good throws across the diamond. Do you ever feel yourself getting a little rushed on the ground balls, or do you take your time?
I kind of try and rush it.
Do you? Yeah, it's the tough part about third base is the ball's on you right away, right? Yeah. So when it gets there, it's on you, and then you got to try to calm yourself to make a good throw. Well, today every throw you made across the diamond was really good. Did a good job up at the plate. Batted third today, so that was good. Guys had a good day overall. Avery threw strikes.
Yeah, she did good.
Yep, and Addison did a nice job of catching everything back there for the most part. So good win against Ortonville today. Let's ask real quick, what are your plans? Being one of the 2 seniors left, what do you got going next year? What are you planning on?
I'm going to go to Alexandria to do nursing.
Okay. Excited about it? Got a place to live already?
Yeah.
Okay, good. And lastly, tomorrow being senior trip day, which of the events are you most excited about?
Probably Mall of America.
Mall of America?
Yeah.
Does that mean because it's the shopping portion? Yeah. Okay. And will Lululemon be a stop?
Oh, yeah.
For sure.
Yeah.
For sure. Yeah. Okay. So Aubrey's going to need some Lululemon money when I talk to her tonight then, I'm assuming. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, good job today. Have a fun senior trip tomorrow. And
that entire time.
And what?
She was muted that entire time.
Oh, now I hear her. I didn't even notice it.
You want to restart it a little bit? Sorry.
It's okay.
We're good. Hopefully they heard it all through the background. So, all right. Thanks for stopping up.
Yep.
Go join your team.
Okay, thank
And have
you.
fun tomorrow. Yep.
Thank you.
All right. See ya.
Yep.